And we are live from the Lucky 13 Saloon, Lucky 13 podcast. How everybody doing? We got a full house here today. Yes, we are kind of spread apart a little bit, and everybody's been locked up for the past couple of weeks, so I think everybody's all right. But we're doing a podcast here from Lucky 13. We got my girlfriend, Diane.
Hello.
And we got Sara, Andy's girlfriend.
Hello.
And Andrew.
Hi, I'm here.
And Frankie.
What's up?
Hey, everybody.
And there's Frankie.
And we got Frankie. So yeah, nobody has really seen anybody. We haven't done anything for the past 2 weeks.
Since a couple Fridays ago.
Yeah, since we got wasted here on last Friday.
Yeah, we sure did. I was telling you, I went right from this to a Zoom meeting with my brother Kiff and my other brother Dan. Some other people is just
pull that in a little bit.
Pulling it.
There you go.
Hey, how about that? And it just turned into a shit show. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, our night turned into a shit show.
Yeah, our night turned into a shit show too. We got fucked up.
We were pretty decent here on the microphone, but afterwards we got even more wasted. So
yeah, we were supposed to go grocery shopping, and then we were like, "Fuck
I'm
this!"
not leaving the couch.
Yeah,
we
brought beers home, and then the alarm went off over here, so I had to come back over here. But I was too fucking wasted to get in. Too wasted to fucking drive home. No, to drive over here. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucked up. So I fucking had to take an Uber over here. And then I was so fucked up, I could barely read the alarm code to reset the alarm. Oh my God. I was one eye in it. Oh, it was a fucking disaster. Yeah, but it's been fucking depressing. But
I would call that Frankie vision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, triple.
What you guys been up to? What you been watching? I'm sure you've been watching a lot of movies.
I've been watching a lot of movies.
Anything good?
I've been going back and going through a list of movies that I've been kind of curious about, and mostly old ones. I've seen a lot of shitty ones, but I did see one called Shotgun. It's an action movie from the late '80s.
All right.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
The one about the doll, the ventriloquist doll.
Oh yeah, we watched Magic with Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah, I remember
Magic.
Magic. I remember that. Yeah.
With Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith as
He kills him with the doll. Hits him with the
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's horrifying.
Yes,
yeah.
It's
a good movie. I've seen some really shitty ones though. Mostly, I don't know. Neither of us really in the mood to start a series. It's kind of like,
oh yeah, see that's all we've been doing.
Invested in it.
That's all we've been doing is watching series.
Yeah,
we've been watching but you don't have to watch it all the time. Like it's like we went. So we did go out last week and got some Italian sandwiches from what the hell is that? DeFonte's over here. You know that Italian sandwich place in Red Hook?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we went and got some fucking Italian sandwiches, and we sat down and watched The Sopranos.
yeah, we were watching a lot of Sopranos.
I would love to start The Sopranos.
We can do that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Goomba on Goomba action.
Yeah. So
it's like mindless too. It's not like you have to really pay attention.
Well, sometimes. And she's like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, I'm not going back and tell you the fucking story. Why this guy just went to jail.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to whack you, you're going to whack me, and then I'm going to whack you.
You can look back now and know that James Gandolfini was just always on cocaine the entire time, too.
Well, he's sweating like a motherfucker. Yeah. He's so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
It's such a shame. Him and, what's her name? The one that plays Carmela.
Edie Falco?
Edie Falco.
Yeah.
She's they're so
good.
fucking good. The two of them.
This podcast is from 2004.
Yeah, but it's a good time to go back and listen. I've watched the fucking Sopranos. This is like my third time watching it.
I never watched.
She's never saw it before.
I never had
so
cable growing up, so I never had access.
It's so fucking good.
Watch it. It's a good train wreck.
It is good.
There's some holes in the story, but I feel like they fucked up a little bit. But whatever, man. The characters are so fucking good. Yeah. It's just a really good show.
And we're almost done with it. And I'm sad now because I'm like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
now?
we got like a series.
Have you ever watched Mad Men?
Yes, I watched Mad Men.
I liked Mad Men.
Oh yeah, I didn't think you would like Mad Men.
I liked it, but it was kind of pointless.
You don't have an attention span for it.
Well, my attention span has gone lower as I get older.
Oh yeah.
I had the attention span when I watched it. I did have the attention span for it, and I thought it was pointless, but you still didn't want to stop watching it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's
So
totally
I watched
pointless.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally
It's
pointless.
like let's drink and chain smoke. That's
Yeah,
pretty
let's
much what it
chain
is.
smoke
Someone
and
else over.
cheat on your wives.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
show,
well, Sopranos is the same sort of thing with your fucking gourmand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First time I
Move
watched
on.
Mad Men was when we were still in the old location, and Betty was still living around the corner.
Yeah.
Old lady Betty. And I was telling her about this show, Mad Men. She was like, I love that. She used to work in that industry. She's like, it is spot on.
Yeah.
Exactly how it was.
And she was in that time era, era also.
Yeah.
That's cool. I watched Waco the other night.
Oh, it's supposed to be good.
Oh my god, it's so fucking depressing.
It's brutal.
It's so depressing. Like, they made out. I remember what happened in the early '90s, like '93 or something like that. That happened, and I was a kid. I didn't really pay attention to the news at that time.
I do remember Waco though.
Yeah, I remember it happening, and I remember Ruby Ridge happening, and it happened 6 months after Ruby Ridge. And the government, like, it's fucked up, like, what happens. And they make David Koresh out to be this fucking lunatic. And he's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, he's got his little agenda. Like, the worst thing I think he did was marry a 14-year-old. But in Texas, it's legal to marry a 14-year-old. He was a polygamist, basically. Yeah. But the government had no right to do what they fucking did. They slaughtered fucking 70-something
really
people.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that it actually really happened is so crazy.
Yeah.
When cults go wrong.
It's a hard. It's really a hard watch because it really fucking happened. And it was taken from one of the hostage negotiators. It's based on a book that he wrote. So it's pretty. I imagine it's pretty spot on.
It's history.
John Leguizamo's in it. There's a lot of good actors in it too. It was really fucking good.
I love John Leguizamo.
He's a great actor.
He's good.
Andy hates him, but I love him.
Oh,
It
yeah?
reminds me of somebody I know growing up, and I don't know who it was, but there's something about his face. It just triggers my like this. Like I don't like him, and there's no reason for it.
I love him. Man, that's not John Leguizamo's fault, though.
No, it's
Yeah.
not his fault. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
It's God's
and,
fault.
he
He's
does
a
a lot of good
Brooklyn
things.
boy.
But
I feel like John Leguizamo and Gilbert Gottfried are
I
the
love
two
Gilbert
different
Gottfried.
sides of the same coin.
Yeah,
Like,
the
they're
Spanish
same
version and the
person.
Jewish version.
They're different, but the same.
Yeah.
did
Gilbert
you get
Gottfried is
Gilbert
great.
Gottfried to sing a message or something?
To Chris, yes. I had it was. You can get Gilbert Godfrey on Cameo. It's fucking hilarious.
How much?
It was $150. Totally worth it. Totally worth
I'm
it.
looking for a celebrity on Cameo to send to my friend because her wedding was supposed to be May 23rd, and she had to reschedule. And I was thinking on May 23rd, I'll send her and her fiance some celebrity telling them happy wedding.
Oh, there you go.
That's a good.
Not
Gilbert
sure.
Yeah,
Gottfried would be great.
Gilbert Godfrey's
would be
hilarious,
great.
and there's a lot. There's some good ones on there. Did you see the Vince Neil one? Vince Neil did one. Oh, he was a fucking mess. He was like, somebody posted one that they did, and they were like, "Yo, I paid $150 for this. This is bullshit."
Scarfing down a sandwich. Like,
Yeah, and you can
Watch
all
me
like.
eat.
Yeah, we just be ranking on Vince Neil every podcast.
Did we rank on him last
Yeah, we
we got to
podcast?
stay
Hey.
consistent.
I don't remember. I was wasted.
You were not.
Well, we're starting a religion.
Yeah.
We're starting a church too.
Oh, starting a church. Oh, yes, we did start a church last week.
great.
Which I'm going to continue that if the bar falls through, we will turn this into a fucking church. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
So-
say if people want to join a cult and do that whole thing and even kill themselves at the end, like let them. Like who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
We have
That's
poison
my
Kool-Aid.
thing. Like who cares?
And they weren't bothering anybody.
They weren't bothering
They had a shit
nobody.
ton of weapons, but
They
it
weren't
was.
trying to recruit people either. They just had their little group. They're just all in their commune and just chilling and.
They were
and
trying to
the
recruit
government-
people, but they weren't like, "Yo, come in and fucking you held hostage." They were like, "Yo, if you want to go, go. You know, if you want to be here, then be here." Like it was whatever, man. It was. Watch fucking Waco on Netflix, and it tells you pretty much. I imagine it's the true story
So it was,
of what really happened.
sympathetic to the cult then.
Yes.
Yes, very much.
It was.
And to some of the ATF and FBI workers and people who were trying to do the right thing, and it was sympathetic to them also. But in a whole, the ATF and the FBI both fucked up, and they killed a lot of fucking innocent
A
people.
lot of innocent people. They got trapped in the building.
Yeah,
It was really
like
brutal.
25 of them were
Stupid people, but
some,
innocent.
No, it
Even
wasn't.
the
The
mail
one
code
guy,
said,
there was a
"I'm
lot of
just
like,
delivering the mail."
they get into that. Like one of the guys is like this fucking scholar, and you know what I mean? Like not stupid people.
And a gentleman.
I think people who want to believe in a higher power, and I can't hate on somebody for that. You know what I mean? Like don't push it on me. Don't tell me what the fuck I should be doing with my life. But if you want to believe in that higher power and you want to live by that, and you're not hurting me, I say fucking go for it.
I'm with you.
If you're affecting my fucking life and the life of everybody else's around you, then yeah, that's a fucking problem. But
Yeah, don't force your religion.
yeah,
Believe in something, but don't. We all have our own beliefs.
yeah, exactly.
Another series we saw was called 000. So
Yeah, that was pretty good, too.
So good. It was a Mexican drug cartel.
Yeah.
It was brutal as hell, but it was really good.
Yeah,
on
there's some good
Amazon
bloody
Prime.
parts on
I
it.
think my brother Kiff actually recommended that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. Watch it for sure.
yeah.
We watched it in like one night. That's how good it was.
2 nights. You fell asleep.
They all morph together. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Every night,
We've been playing video games.
Yeah, we've been playing video games.
I have a short temper.
Yes, he does.
You don't like to lose,
I wanted to murder Jeff last week.
No, it's not. It's not about fucking losing. Listen, I'm on edge. Like I'm so emotional,
Jump,
fucking
Mario,
angry.
jump.
I'm angry. I'm like fucking frustrated. I haven't gotten unemployment yet. We've got no funding for the bar. Also, too, like some people donated to the bar. This guy Phil started up a Kickstarter for Lucky 13. Thank you, Phil. That was awesome of him. If you could donate to it,
absolutely. Thank you, Phil.
If you could donate, we appreciate it. If you can't, totally
Thank you, Phil.
understandable.
Thank you to everyone.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, it's a Kickstarter. I think is it
It's a
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe.
It's a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
All right.
GoFundMe is good because if you don't reach the goal, you still get.
Okay. Yeah, it's a GoFundMe, which was really nice of Phil to do it because I didn't really want to do it. I know, Melody didn't really we felt weird doing because we know everybody's in a fucking hard place. But so far he's raised up, over $8,000, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, which is really fucking cool.
I
And,
know.
50% is going to our employees. The rest is going to rent here. So, whatever, man. Thank you guys for...
Thanks for everybody for donating.
Yeah,
too. That's
thank
great.
you.
thank you
very
guys
much.
for donating. But so I'm on edge. So personally though, so the bar, we should be okay for a few months. But personally, I don't have shit, and my bank account's going, so I haven't gotten unemployment. I'm fucking losing my mind. I've got no stimulus check either, so I'm going crazy. So it all comes out of Diana. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm like, you better be careful because murder, you can totally get away with murder.
It's possessed.
The cops will come, he'll be dead. I'd be like, he must have died from coronavirus, and they'd be like, well, what are those strangle marks on his neck? And I'm like, I don't know.
A new symptom.
It's
Yeah,
a
new
new symptom of
symptom.
coronavirus. Those
My
neck
neighbor
marks.
has the same symptoms too.
Only 800 of them.
It must be a new symptom, those red marks on his neck.
Meanwhile, the cat's writing the book like, I'm
So-
gonna write these all out.
So we were listen. So we're playing fucking video games. We're playing
my
this game
God.
called Army of Two.
No, tell them about the zombie game. Let's just
All
talk
right,
about
so the zombie
real
game.
quick.
So we're playing the fucking Left 4 Dead, or I think it was called something like
Left
that.
4 Dead or something.
Yeah.
It was really hard to navigate at first because at first you have to figure out all the buttons and everything, and we were both struggling. And the worst thing you could do is walk away from a Puerto Rican. Don't walk away from a Puerto Rican chick because she will lose her shit. And he literally walked away from because I couldn't find my health packet soon enough to get it to him because he was dying because he was fucking trying to kill some zombies. And he literally walked away from me in the game. He's like, I'm done. And I see him walking away. I'm like, oh, did you just walk away from me in the video game?
He totally
Murder.
dissed you.
Murder.
Yeah.
And then he walked away from me in real life because threw the remote control down. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And walked away, stomped away. And at first I was so mad. And I was shaking. I was so angry. But I mean, thank God now we could laugh about
We can
it.
laugh
'Cause
about
how
it.
fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but we've had listen, I've had a couple fucking temper tantrum moments.
Major.
And then the other day,
Murder.
I can't help it, man. I'm under a lot of pressure. So then the other day too, I was trying to get my unemployment stuff done, and they were supposed to contact me within 72 hours. It's been fucking 2 weeks, still no contact. So I'm back on it again, trying to fucking again, and I'm not doing it, and I'm losing my mind. She's like, well, why don't you try this, and why don't you try that? And I'm like, well, why don't you shut the fuck up?
I heard you're going to get backdated to when you
I
first
also
lost
told
I
me,
hope
he's
so.
I was like, he's like, you should just let everybody go out and die. And I'm like, well, what if I died? He's like, you're not going to die. I'm like, what if you died? He's like, whatever. Anything could be better than this as I'm making him fresh juice and strawberry pancakes. And I'm like, really? Here's your fresh juice and your strawberry pancakes with real maple syrup, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck you and your pancakes. And I
Sucks.
yeah.
And then he had to take a shower. He took a cold shower. Got
I
his
did.
shit together.
I did. I
And
took-
was like, I'm sorry. I was like,
I did.
murder.
We also live in a basement apartment. We have no real windows.
I'm glad we could
You
laugh
know?
about this now. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't. Our cat is fuzzy as hell and he's shedding like crazy.
Yeah.
I literally probably have ingested pounds of cat hair.
Yes, but I also the other day yes, I've had almost a couple fucking breakdowns, but also too
I'm now giving him CBD oil on a daily basis so he can calm the fuck down.
but I did go for a ride to Philadelphia the other day. I was like,
Oh God, that sounds nice.
yeah, I just got on my motorcycle, hit up a couple of the friends. We social distance rode, and we fucking rode down to Philly. Went to fucking cheesesteak place, got some fucking cheesesteaks, and rode back, and it was nice. And it was like it's like meditation, like fucking riding, you know.
Sure.
And it was
You don't think of anything.
Yeah, no. Well, it was just like, well,
freeze in your face. That's
yeah,
all.
it was like, well, I'm being
And
an
a bug in
asshole.
your
I
mouth.
can chill the fuck out. People are having a much harder time than I am.
Well,
You
look
know?
at
Yeah,
this.
for
These-
sure.
There was no traffic.
It could always be worse.
It could totally be worse, and I know I'm not in the
Always
fucking
be
worst position in the world. You know what I mean? You know, I got my beautiful girl with me, and we got video games, and we got food,
We have
and
cable.
we have cable.
We
And
have
cats.
interwebs.
Yes, and I do have a motorcycle that I can
Music.
I can get out on once in a while.
We have Lucky 13 here. We can
We-
jam the fuck out.
Exactly.
And you have cats.
Exactly. We have our
shed a
cats.
lot.
Yes. So it's not that fucking bad. So I'm trying to fucking chill.
Really not that bad, and you can't really get angry over things that you can't help. So that's
It
what
sucks,
these are
but
the lessons that
Just
we're
don't
learning.
don't leave her for dead, Jeff. That's
No, I'm not. I mean, listen. I have
Might
to
have
say,
last week. You might have last week.
if an apocalypse, if fucking some sort of zombie shit starts happening,
I'm the first one out the door.
she better keep the fuck up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, in the video game, he's like, you know what? You'd be the first one to die in a zombie apocalypse. I'm like, thanks a lot.
Thanks for the support.
is that because you'd push her into danger and then
Yeah.
run?
No, because I'm like, listen. So we're playing this other game, Army of Two, which keeps track of your kills too. You know, and I have like 6,324, and she's got like 6. You know.
No, you're exaggerating. You're exaggerating.
And I'm like, yo, this is Army of Two. This is an Army of Jeff.
This is
you
an
know?
army of 1.5.
Yeah.
I'm keeping up though. Like I haven't played a video game since I was 11, so
Yeah, no, it's been fun though. So we
it's
play.
been fun though too because we'll get all burnt out at night, and then the next day we're like early, like way too early to be playing video games. Like, you want to go kick some ass real quick?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's do this.
You know, working out also gets your stress and anxiety.
I've been doing that every morning.
Oh,
I get up
nice.
every morning and I do an exercise routine.
There's a cool crisp 10 minutes.
Listen, I do a fucking. I bought the. I told you last week. I bought this X3 bar, and it's supposed to be like 10, 15 minutes of like really fucking hard workout, and it is. And it's supposed to like. I don't know. It's supposed to. It's a 12-week program. I'm on week 3 right now.
All right.
So
Maybe you should
we'll
do
see.
it for longer though.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going till the day I die. I'm gonna be doing the
No, okay,
X3
but
fucking
like-
bar.
It's like
More
20
minutes.
minutes.
More minutes. More minutes. Not, he's like 10 minutes. I'm done.
It's like 15.
I've been trying to work out too, and it's like I'm just so not motivated to do anything right now.
The last week when I wasn't feeling real hot, now I wasn't.
I'm like
quite
what's
feeling
the
like
point?
working out.
They're
Have you been?
canceling summer. I'm not
Have you
gonna
been?
be in a bikini.
He does yoga with me sometimes.
Yeah, I do yoga
All right.
sometimes. Before, like the first couple weeks of the quarantine, I was working out pretty regular, and
He
then
jogged
Me
around the
too.
block.
yeah.
All right.
I lost 7 pounds like in the wintertime. I was working out 3 days a week doing crunch classes. I lost 7 pounds. I was super stoked. I'm like, I'm not gonna be the fat ass I was last summer.
And quarantine ruined it all, didn't
It
it?
really did.
Same with
It
me.
really did. I'm like, I want these pancakes, and who's gonna stop?
See, I'm not letting that. Listen, I know I've put on a couple pounds since the quarantine, but I lost 25 pounds right before the
Yeah,
quarantine
you did.
started. So I'm not putting that back on. So
No,
I've
and
been.
you're still fine. But if you figure you gain 5 pounds,
Yeah, I'm not going to stress about
How
it.
about you, Frank? You
Burn it
still doing
out.
your sit-ups?
You'll burn it out.
Yeah.
No, I've been exercising 2 hours
How many
a day.
sit-ups can you do now?
50.
Yeah, nice.
50 sit-ups.
That's good.
we
All right,
saw
we're
him
going to
do it.
have to fucking
Sitting all the way up, or
sitting all the way. I don't, Frank. I do believe he's doing at least 10 to 20.
No,
but
50.
50
Hell yeah.
I jog and spot watching paid program.
jogs and spot.
Oh,
That's
wait.
Frankie's. Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. Last night they had Friday the 13th 1 through 8, and they skipped 7. Or as I like to call it, Jason versus Carrie. I like the New Blood. That's one of the best ones.
I don't
They
know.
skipped part 7. And does Jason keep count?
I don't know,
who
Frank.
keeps
You have to
count?
ask
I don't know.
Maybe they couldn't get the
I don't
rights to it.
But they showed 1
Yeah,
through
maybe.
8, Sarah.
1 through 8, Sarah. You didn't call her S. That's good.
maybe you
Sarah.
were blackout drunk when they showed 7.
Nope. I haven't drank a smoked pot in weeks. I want
Yes,
pot.
Frank, you got a
Does
fucking
anyone
beer.
have pot, please?
You got a beer
Just
sitting.
slide it
You got a
underneath the
beer
door.
sitting right in front of you. When I saw you during the week, you had another beer. When I saw you, I haven't seen Frankie that much though this week.
I called
What's
you.
today?
I called you yesterday.
Yeah,
What
we
is today?
we had a nice little
Wednesday.
chat. Today's
Thank
Wednesday.
you, Sarah.
I guess I haven't
Wednesday,
seen him
22nd?
since. I haven't seen him since Friday. I guess.
Hump day means nothing now.
I know.
Yeah,
No,
I
know.
camel.
I know.
Is that camel?
It's
in
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
quarantine?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's what day.
Yeah.
That's what day it is.
It's just another day. Exactly. Just another day.
Yeah, it's the same old fucking shit. It's
We'll
frustrating.
survive.
We
It
will.
is. You know what? I can't wait for a time to be like, look back on this time and realize that we're never going to have this much time off ever in our lives. And at some point, we're going to be like working our balls off, super tired, back hurting, and be like, God damn, I'd give anything to go back to that fucking 1 week of that quarantine.
Well,
And you know what's going to happen, too, because people are complainers. They'll complain if they have nothing to do. They'll complain if they have everything to do. So I can't wait to be like, fuck, I wish I had a couple of days of that quarantine.
Now we got to wake up early again.
Speaking of which, Sarah officially did move in.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Be prepared for the murder. Be prepared to murder.
And
Monty's officially a part of the household.
Oh,
Very nice.
he's a great
Yeah,
cat,
Jeff and I
Monty.
the first week, I'm like, oh, I love your morning breath. Now I'm like, get your fucking stinking feet away from me.
I love your morning breath.
You know that's fucking love.
Yeah.
I don't mind your morning breath.
Oh, thanks, baby. Thanks.
That's beautiful.
Your feet, though, is a different story.
Yeah.
Everyone get your hankies ready.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't shower in a couple days.
I
Like,
know. I didn't shower for 3 days. That's like rare for me.
Yeah, we had a couple days. We were like, fuck
I
it.
was like, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't fucking care.
Couch potatoes. What the hell? If the bathroom's that way, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually.
It's not like you're running marathons. Maybe we'll just
Exactly.
lie around for
You're
a
not
while.
going to a formal engagement. It's like, yeah, I'll get there.
I realize, though, if I stink, and I know this might be a little bit too much information, but only my left armpit stinks. My right one never stinks.
Interesting.
That's because you're usually laying on your left side, so all the
think?
fucking stink just fucking.
All the
It
sweat
just
goes
seeps,
on one
yeah,
side.
it just seeps out that side.
Only the
The
left one.
bacteria in your warm bits probably migrate down with gravity.
Exactly, and that's why I'm always standing up and doing things, so my feet stink. You know, so that's
maybe
that's
that's what it
that's
is.
what happens. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I'm always sitting on
Go
ass.
see
That's
your
why my
feet.
ass stinks.
Yeah, fucking shit.
I think I ain't sitting on my dick.
Yeah.
Speaking of dicks, Pornhub Hub is giving away 3 months of free porn, like prime porn.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
Premium
it's all been
How
prime.
much better can that porn be?
It's
I know,
all
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. What,
Stuff.
what is the difference? Like a dick in the vagina and then another dick in the vagina. Like, what do they do that's so
The
much
quality
better?
of girls, I think, is a little better. The fucking scenes, I'm sure, are a little better and longer.
The free
There might be
8-minute
a
clips
story.
are good enough. For me.
Yeah, the clips are good enough for me, also.
Speaking of
Me
which,
too.
so when she moved in, I had to clean out some closets and stuff. So I had the one closet that had all my old videotapes in it, just that I couldn't quite bear to get rid of.
I understand.
My old emergency porn collection, and it was
Gotta
with a
have that.
tear in my eye.
Just in case the internet went down someday and you
Right.
needed to pop in a DVD.
I don't even have a.
Indiana Jones.
There's a lot of girls gone wild.
Oh, yeah?
my old roommate
ex
had
was
got.
Frankie, will you
Girls
be a
Gone
bartender
Wild.
and grab me another one?
Yeah, I'll take one too.
Personally, I think Girls Gone Wild is very lame.
It is lame. It's
Yeah, I'm not a
it's
girl
was
gone
free.
wild either.
He liked it.
Free, well, see, the flashing shit was lame, but then they'd have the scenes where like the chicks would make out in like a hotel room.
But it's so quick though. Like nothing.
No,
really
they'd
happens
have
for that
actual
long.
scenes. There would be scenes in there, which I was a little surprised.
And you can't
I
argue
feel
with
bad for these chicks though. They're like all drunk
Oh, yeah.
and getting completely
you
taken
can't
advantage of.
you can't argue with free porn.
Not
though.
that I've seen it.
But the women would go to like they'd say this is where Girls Gone Wild is going to be, and women would come to them. So it's not like
Right.
what are you gonna do?
Like I'm gonna show my titties. Wow.
Anyway, an old roommate of mine back in Minnesota had saw the thing on TV or something. Let's get that.
You brought Girls Gone Wild videotapes from Minnesota
Yes.
to New York City
Yes.
You
in
couldn't let
your
go.
car.
Oh, they have videotapes too, not even DVDs.
Oh, these are videotapes.
VHS.
That's what I'm saying.
jeez.
All the
VHS.
my old VHS, all that shit's gone.
That's like 5 pounds of porn.
Yeah.
Thank God everything's on the computer now.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, I know.
Oh, thank you so much.
But
What
it's that's funny. It's funny though because I've had like
Thank you, Frankie.
I've had porn like given to me. Do you remember at the old Lucky 13? They used to have that woman used to come in and fucking like do the
Oh, the old the
little Asian woman. Yeah, used to sell the DVDs and stuff like that.
Good copy. Good copy. Good
No,
copy.
well, I would always buy
she had
DVDs.
good
I would
She
always
was
buy DVDs from her, like because whatever we had the bar and I'm there. I was there all day, so I'd always buy DVDs, and she'd always give me free porn, like all the time.
On the side.
So yeah, but it was always like big black asses or fucking
There was always big black asses leading everything
yeah,
off.
or black on Asian, like something like that.
I
Yeah.
hate when I go into a porn downward spiral because you click on one thing and it's like, oops, I didn't mean it. And then all of a sudden you're looking at fucking old ladies sucking dick and you're like, how did that come to this?
Those are the
Oh,
ones I
God.
start with.
Just give me a
We
bottle.
can only
of
go up from there.
Because, like,
Gummers.
you gotta look at people who resemble myself, right?
Nah,
Old
come
lady
on.
porn first.
Come on.
Oh, listen, I like a good MILF porn. I'm down with the MILF porn.
Really?
Yeah.
I've accidentally gone into like teenage porn because I'm like, oh, these younger girls, they
fucking
look good.
creep.
Oh,
And like all of a sudden, like shit. One time, this girl was like looking at my phone, and like this thing popped up. I guess I forgot to put it on private, and she's like, "Teen porn, really?" I'm like, "It was my mistake."
Well, yeah,
It was my mistake.
I got busted like that one time. I remember. So when me and Melody were together years ago, I remember I was looking at MILF porn, and I was like, "These girls don't look that old." So I
they're
put
like
on.
normal.
So
They
I
just have big
35.
boobs.
right. So I looked on grandma porn to see.
Oh my God,
see-
she just hanging
By
there.
comparison.
Yeah, comparison. And then I must have came and like, or I must have got bored and walked away or something.
Must have came.
Or
Yeah.
whatever
One or the
the
other.
other. One or the other.
The most boring
Freudian
cum job.
slip.
ever.
Yeah, so I just remember like fucking Melody fucking going to opening up the computer like, yo, what are you doing looking at grandma porn? And I'm like, yo, I swear to God, it was fucking not my thing.
she
It
must
was
have
like,
opened
it was, oh, yeah.
Grannies get kinky.
It takes them 9 minutes to get undressed before actual stuff
Well,
happens.
there's the other one too because it keeps track of like it's recommended for you. And
Yes.
like, there's one like I was going through one time and there's like, oh, she's kind of cute. Let's see what this is all about. And it's all like, ooh, my brother, you should have sex with
Right.
me. And then like I'm like,
You're like,
no,
I'm not-
no, I don't like that. So now all of a sudden it's like recommended all like
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
want to watch
Downward
incest
spiral.
porn.
The
Well, there's a
rabbit
lot.
hole.
A lot of them are fucking like, you know, like stepdad, stepmom, fucking all that kind of shit. Yeah.
But anyway, babe, so I think that we should definitely just check out the premium because I want to see the difference. I mean, I'll check it out on my
Oh
own.
yeah,
but you
I
can
mean,
check it out
I've
with me
scrolled a little bit when
later.
you were sleeping.
You're welcome.
My friends are such perverts, though. Like,
I've scrolled a little when you were sleeping. And
Oh, yeah?
It's a little different, yeah.
oh, really? Oh, my friends are such perverts, though. They're like, 'cause
You didn't shower for 3 days, baby. What the fuck am I gonna do?
my friends are such pervs, though, because I've been telling them that we've been hanging out here a little bit, and they're like, "Did you fuck on the bar yet?" Like a lot of them ask me that, and I'm like,
Damn.
"No,
No,
we
there's-
didn't."
there's cameras
But then
in
I'm
here,
Like, but
and
then I'm like, wait a minute. Why haven't we fucked on the bar
I mean,
yet?
we could. That'd be,
We'll be
that's-
out of here soon.
We gonna be fucking on that
Yeah,
bar
but
tonight,
Melody,
so-
Melody can look at the cameras at any point. You know what I mean?
And like, if you
Slip
tell
over
her
the
not
pokes
to,
on
would she
my
be like,
way
"I'm
out."
gonna do it out of morbid
course.
curiosity"?
Yeah.
Ugh, damn it. So my
Whatever
dream
you
of
do,
fucking on the
don't
bar is
look
dead.
from this time. That's Willie's time.
Yeah. I don't think she's looked at it though. I mean, she's
I
might
mean,
have.
if you don't mention it, she probably would never look at it.
Right.
So, all right, got it.
All right, maybe when we get the ending coming, you know what I mean? Maybe
When
we'll.
we feel a little bit better about ourselves, because last
Yeah.
week was brutal.
Hi,
Yeah.
Melody. Love you.
Don't look at the cameras tonight, Melody.
Fucking shit.
Or look at it. Who cares? I don't even
How's your sex life, Frankie?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
You hear crickets?
Yeah.
The look on Frankie's face, by the way, was priceless.
Hey, that ice machine.
You're,
is
down,
still
you're all
active.
down with
It's
Pamela
alive.
Henderson.
I was
That ice machine's alive.
I was looking up. I was trying to look up some news stories for Frankie to read the fucking news.
I'm not.
But even like,
There's just
but
nothing going
There's
on.
nothing good. Like
Everyone's
even like,
canceled.
well, there's like band drama. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the whole band drama though with the band Trapped and Danny Diablo. Have you seen all that kind of shit?
Oh, Danny Diablo's in drama?
Oh,
What?
well, yeah. It's kind of funny. So that guy from the band Trapped, I don't even know the band. They're like a new metal fucking
From early 2000s.
Yeah,
I
early
remember
2000s
listening to
band.
them in
Trapped.
college.
Trapped. That guy apparently is a lunatic and has been like calling out other people on like Twitter, and he called out like Ice-T and like said some fucked up shit about Ice-T. And
Why?
then
It's Ice-T.
yeah,
Ice-T
I don't pay attention that much because honestly, I've not been on social media that much. Like I look a little bit and comment a little bit, but then I don't want to be stuck to my phone constantly. So I've been kind of shutting off the phone for a while because I feel like it's making me more insane.
I wish I could say the same.
But yeah, so apparently Danny said something sticking up for Ice-T. I don't know the whole fucking story. If you go, the guy Chris who works at St. Vitus has been posting. I don't know how to, the guy from Spotlights.
Oh, okay.
Chris Enriquez.
Yes, Chris Enriquez has been posting. He's got the scoop because he's been like interviewing these guys for the St. Vitus podcast and all that kind of shit.
I went on a couple dates with him.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's a
Jealousy
super nice guy.
rears its ugly head.
Super nice guy. He doesn't drink though, right?
He didn't when I knew him.
Yeah,
I will.
yeah, he
He
doesn't
comes
drink.
back and forth.
Yeah.
I could drink him under the table then.
It's a super nice guy. So,
Super nice guy.
so apparently, him and Danny Diablo are gonna have a fucking bare knuckle fight that's gonna go towards charity. I don't know the details, but if you go on Chris Enriquez's fucking page, yeah, which is cool. It's all going to his charity.
Okay.
Good cause.
Yeah.
Is Ice-T give me the referee?
I don't know what the fuck's gonna
Does
happen.
Ice-T know that these two are fighting for charity over him?
But, yeah, but he's also made he makes stupid comments. He's a very right wing kind of guy, and he's just started drama with a whole bunch of people.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
he's been in the fucking heavy metal news before. But there's that going on, and then there's that whole fucking Ticketmaster thing. You heard Ticketmaster wasn't refunding.
I did hear about that.
Wasn't refunding fucking tickets. It was just fucking bullshit. And I think the government actually got involved and is like, fuck you, you can't do that. So, so that's a good thing. That's good news.
When all this went down, Sarah had a bachelorette trip she was going to do down in New Orleans, and you were on top of it. Like the day it's like everything's shutting down, you got your refunds that day.
Oh, nice.
Thank God you did that because you'd be still struggling right now if
Yeah.
like you just put it off.
I was very lucky. People gave me my deposits back and everything, which was
That's cool.
Airbnb was very good about giving people deposits back.
Yeah.
It's very good. You get on top of them early.
Airbnb though, I was talking to Melody, and Melody hit me up. She's like, "Yo, let's go upstate. Let's rent an Airbnb upstate for a couple days, and we can go hiking and not be around people. We can go shopping here."
Yeah.
So me and Melody were looking into that, and nobody will take us because we're from New York City. Kind of fucked
Check
up.
your
But,
license plates.
They're
yeah.
like, nope.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a couple days up there and like fucking
But
unwind.
like, if they're gonna clean the apartment
Right.
after people leave
Exactly.
anyway, why wouldn't they just
I
spray
Yeah, I
it
don't know.
with
They just don't want
Lysol?
to. They don't want to risk it, and like
Yeah.
the hype about it is so insane. It's like
That
charge
sucks.
us an extra cleaning fee.
Yeah.
Like obviously we're all okay if we're going somewhere together, you know.
Right.
I mean, at this point, everybody's been pretty fucking isolated. That's why, like, hanging out with you guys isn't a big deal. Frankie, I know, is not associating with anybody.
I like cats.
Yeah, exactly. Poor Frankie, he's all by himself in his fucking
I
apartment.
so want a cat right now.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
don't blame you. You can foster.
You can
cats
foster.
now.
They're still fostering cats at
No,
shelters.
I believe me.
I don't think you're
I've been
allowed.
checking.
Really?
I don't think he's allowed to have fucking.
Well, get
No,
one off
not
the
where I
street.
live.
You find
Not
one of those
where I
little
live right now,
ferals.
but I'm sorry to cut you off, Andy. I will smuggle a cat
How
in
dare you.
right now.
Sean-
I want a cat to come.
I'll get my
right
bodega
now.
cat. I'll steal my bodega cat and give him to you.
The Sean Casey
No, it's gotta be a tuxedo.
shelter is
It has to be
Oh,
a
you want to be
tuxedo.
picky now? You want to be picky?
No, my first cat.
Oh no, he just wants to make excuses.
No, my first cat, Blackie, 20 years, tuxedo.
One
It
good
has to be a
thing.
tux.
One good thing. The animal shelters are empty right now. People are fostering animals like fucking crazy.
That is a good cause.
That's
your
good
friend
news.
had the cutest damn dog.
Oh,
she just got
doggies.
Wednesday is the name of this dog.
yeah.
Part Basset Hound.
It boxed a lot
short little
today.
legs, long ears.
Frankie.
The ears are long. You're right. The ears are longer than their legs.
I feel like I've been fostering Frankie for
Farting
a
up
couple
the-
years now.
farting
You
up the
have
car.
been. You have been.
Except nobody wants to take him.
I take
I'm like
Frankie.
Magilla Gorilla, always
Don't-
in the
No,
window.
he can
Adopting.
legally hold you to that now.
Yeah. If I had a spare
like-
bedroom, if we had a spare bedroom, we wouldn't. We don't have a spare bedroom. I'm just saying.
No, the cats would kick me off,
Sure,
and they
sure.
have every right to.
Sure.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, she's looking up cats that you can adopt right now.
What?
Yeah,
do
but
you
he-
guys-
tuxedo
can't-
named Connor.
He's not allowed to.
From
Where he
Sean
lives, he's
Casey.
not allowed to. He's on Section 8. And in the apartment, they're not allowed to have
Well, they
animals.
also can't evict you right now for the next couple months. So might as well.
Have a cat for the next couple months.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the vaccine, though? Like, if they come up with a
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I
I
don't
will
give a fuck.
take it. Give it
I'll
to me
be a
right
guinea.
now.
I'll be a guinea pig.
It
Give
kind
me
of
whatever. Give
it
me
pisses me off when
whatever.
people are like,
Thank you,
"Oh, I
Sarah.
will not the government." Blah blah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
cat,
Let them
Connor.
chip me. Let them chip me.
whiskey.
What am they gonna hear me talking to my cat,
you.
telling him how much I love him, calling my mom? Like, I have nothing going on. Like, I don't care. Give me the vaccine.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I would
it.
totally take it.
I'll take
Give
it. I don't give
me.
a fuck.
Give it to me.
Mike,
now.
If it works, I don't want to.
Yeah,
take
exactly.
It.
Yeah, right. Is it gonna work?
Like
If
that
it-
shit
if it-
that.
let's
what-
say if it
I don't
worked.
even know what it was called. The stuff that Trump's like, you need to take this. What do you got to lose?
It was like a malaria drug or something.
Yeah, and
Really?
it's something you
Yeah.
put in your fish tank. to
No,
make
that
it-
wasn't the malaria drug. It was something else. But yes, there was. One of the ingredients was that went into a fish tank, and some fucking dope, some couple like ate a whole bunch of it, and it killed them.
Yeah.
But it was
Side
like,
effects.
yeah, it was a wrong and whatever. They were stupid about it.
But it's turning out that in actual clinical trials, it's killing people. So
Oh, really?
Well, the malaria thing is supposed to be working. The malaria medication is supposed to be working. I was actually, so before you guys came in, I go on to fucking good news websites and look up good news shit. Like,
Like
there's good.
Fox News.
No, yeah, no. I don't go on Fox. I don't go on CNN. Like, none of that shit.
That was great, Sarah.
There's like good news fucking websites because I can't take it
What
anymore.
are the good news websites?
Fake media.
I think it's like goodnews.org or some fucking shit. Whatever. Type in good news on fucking Google.
We've got your dog.com.
It's like your friend asking for the fucking recipe.
now.
Your friend's asking for like,
like,
oh,
that
what's
sounds-
in that? I'm like, yo, Google the fucking
That
shit.
sounds like a Google question.
Dolphins are coming back to the canals.
Yes.
We are the virus.
Yeah, we're totally the virus.
Goodnews.com.
We are exactly.
Dolphins are like,
sounds
fuck
fun.
you, humans. We got your turf now. Fuck you.
It is. Well, so I was looking at it before you guys came in, and there was like, you know, that a lot of the medicines they're using are working very well. Good. They're working well now. There's less people in hospital rooms now than there was a week ago.
It's plateauing. Which
Yeah,
is
it's starting to
the whole
plateau,
point. The whole
which is
point
good.
of this was
Yes.
to get the plateau.
Which I mean, but you know, it's fucked up. I'm not getting into the negative shit because you know the negative shit.
No.
But there's all the negative shit out
Going
there.
down.
Frankie doesn't because he listens to Rush Limbaugh all day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but lately Russia's been talking about Corona.
of course.
Yeah.
Dude, Howard Stern, fuck you. I loved Howard Stern.
Oh, yeah, even Howard's getting old. PC.
Oh my God. Well, no, he's locked up in his fucking $52 million
Yeah, when he
mansion
can't get to one of his
out
new
in
bathrooms.
fucking
Poor Howard.
out in the Hamptons.
Exactly.
Listen, I was
Yeah, and he's like sitting there talking about like it's gonna be like 22 months. Like, man, just stop.
so I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. I love Howard. I listened to him for fucking years. Even when people say like fucking, you know, he's not as good as he used to be. He's just different now. But through this whole fucking thing, I can't even listen to him. He's set up in his basement and he's just talking about his wife, how she has to clean the whole fucking house now.
Oh,
and
no.
yeah, well, I looked at the fucking house like I was like, let me see if they can get a picture of his fucking Hamptons house. You fucking Google his Hampton house. It's freaking humongous.
Like a castle.
It's a castle on the fucking beach with a swimming pool. Like, it's insane. Like, fuck you. You know,
It's the
I don't want
size of
to.
Hampton.
And he's saying like, oh, you know, nobody's gonna be able to come out till fucking 2021. All this kind of shit. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, you can afford to be locked up in your house with this negative bullshit for fucking another
rest of
year.
your- no,
for the rest of
your
his
life.
life. But
He's
the
got a
normal
very
fucking.
attractive wife. So what do you? 19
Well,
cats,
that doesn't
what are you
that
complaining
doesn't
about?
matter, Frankie. I got an attractive hand that I could use also. But I'm
It's
saying,
called Pamela Henderson.
Which one?
yeah. But I'm saying, like, you're fucking locked up in your fucking like, whatever, man. I don't need to fucking hear your whiny bitching shit about being locked up in a fucking giant mansion. And it's not even that. Like, I understand. He's done his shit. He's got his mansion in there. He's got a mansion in Florida. He's got his penthouse in Manhattan. Whatever. But to sit here and preach that, like, spread that negative bullshit, like, the rest of us can't afford to fucking be locked up for the next fucking year.
I
We
don't
can't.
think he really has empathy for other people. He just is
No,
like
he doesn't.
talking about what he feels and what he's going
And it's
through at the
pissing me
moment.
the fuck off.
He
And
got
what's pissing me-
famous
what's
off
piss-
of titties and
Right.
gossip.
Right, he
So-
did. But listen,
He was a great interviewer, though.
he's a great interviewer. He really is. He's smart. He does know his politics. But whatever, he's just fucking got
People
me. He's
that are
on my
pissing me
nerves.
off though is like the Californian people by their pool, like, oh, quarantine sucks. Where's my martini? As they're sitting by their fucking pool and sunbathing. And it's like, just have a little empathy for us New Yorkers, where we're sitting there in our basement apartment.
Fuck that shit. If I had a pool right now, I'd be fucking taking
You doing
selfies.
cannonballs?
Like, yeah.
Slow motion cannonballs.
As a cannonball.
That's why we're moving to
I
California.
wouldn't, but I know
Listen,
a
I'm
certain
just
someone
hating
whose
on-
name starts with Sarah who would be taking selfies.
Yeah,
on the pool.
yeah.
But
No,
I feel,
I wouldn't either. I fucking.
no, listen, we're moving to California. I don't care. Like, I
yeah.
want to be down
You know,
with
there was
them.
an earthquake yesterday in California.
I don't care. Fuck it.
Yeah.
There's
I
always
don't
an
care. I don't wanna
earthquake
be in New York
California.
anymore.
Yeah, shake it up once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an earthquake yesterday.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, listen.
I'd rather be there than
We were
here.
supposed to be in New Orleans this month.
Yeah. We were supposed to be playing
yeah,
with
we were
sea
supposed to be-
otters. We were supposed to drive to Louisiana and go to a sea otter sanctuary and play with sea otters.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're really
So-
sad that it's
so
not
for
happening.
fucking,
But it'll happen.
But what's cool for like, but
me one of these?
but just for fucking kicks, I dress my fucking dick up like a sea otter, and I'm like, baby,
Huddle.
You gotta
Was it?
You gotta put
Wishes.
whiskers on.
Was
top
your
of
your dick
penis.
breaking shells on its chest?
yeah,
We took a bath. It was popping up.
Yeah.
We put little arms on it.
yeah. My dick's name is Otto.
This is the things you do in quarantine times.
Yeah,
Fun games.
times are tough, man. You know,
It's like bloop.
you gotta entertain
I'm like,
yourself.
oh, is that the sea otter? I want to kiss it.
Folks, this is how bad it's gotten in the world. This is the level of conversation we have now.
Yes,
It's
Dressing your
fine.
dick up like an otter.
yeah.
My dick.
My dick.
my dick's an order.
Yeah.
So you get bored.
What are you
a
gonna
lot
do?
of things happen.
Yeah, we're gonna keep ourselves entertained though. And it's so funny too because before this, you always kind of have that like quarantine fantasy. You know, I was talking
Do
to.
you?
No, I would listen. I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day, and I don't want to call her out, but she was saying, I remember I was hanging out with her not long ago, and we were both like extremely busy at the time. And she's like, "Do you ever have that jail fantasy where you just want to be locked in jail for a while and read a book?" And I'm like, I guess, you know. But yeah, no, I don't
Before
like
all
this.
this happened to us. You were telling me about a time where you were really busy and you got really, really sick, and they quarantined you.
Yes.
In the hospital, and
Yeah.
you were like, I was actually fucking stoked to be quarantined.
Yes, at that time because I was really sick. I got pneumonia. It was when we first. It was like 5 years ago when we first opened up over here. I was like running this place and
Now
trying to
it's
build
happening.
the
I
other
remember that,
place. Yeah, I
Oh
know.
yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I was doing also.
You were coughing up blood and shit.
Yeah, I was coughing up blood, and I was coughing up blood for like a week, and then finally I'm like, you know what, man? Maybe I should go to the fucking hospital. It was like it was going on too long, and then I was thinking, you know, you saw Tombstone. You saw the movie Tombstone where Val Kilmer
Kinda.
fucking coughs up blood, and then the next scene, Val Kilmer's dead.
I'm like, speaking of coughing up blood, I kind of want a cigarette.
Yeah, no, you're not smoking yet. So fucking whatever. So finally, I was like, all right, I should go to the fucking hospital. So I freaked out. But yes, I was quarantined because they thought I had
Speaking of smoking, how's the
tuberculosis.
quitting?
Shitty. I quit for a full month, and I've been cheating a little bit because I'm stressed and fucking I'm not going back to smoking on a regular. The other day, I smoked 4 in a day, and that was way too much.
He did tell me though that like every time he tries to quit, like something earth-shattering happens, and I didn't really believe him, and now I believe you.
Yeah, so it's all right. So it's kind of crazy. Like, yeah. So the first time I quit a few years ago, a friend of mine ended up getting killed, and I fucking like it was like this like crazy shit. And then I cheated. Then I ended up smoking, and then after that, I found out my wife I quit, and then I found out my ex had my wife of 2 months had a fucking affair right after we got fucking married.
Yeah,
Boom, another one. Start smoking again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now this happens, and I'm holding out, man. But like, I'm not
doing good.
I'm not going back full time, but I'm gonna steal them from people once in a while. Whatever, man.
All about you.
I promoted.
Well,
him
that's
smoking.
what I'm
I normally
saying.
do not promote him smoking. He's like, I just want a cigarette. I'm like, fucking smoke one.
That's it.
With you.
That's it, though. Like, I'm like, no, it's not just all about me. There's so much going on in the fucking world. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, and whatever, man.
Ay,
What the
we're gonna
fuck
see.
ever.
You can't love anyone too
Praise
much
Jesus,
yourself.
Frankie.
Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
So you're saying if you never smoke again,
Yes.
the world
We'll be all right?
amazing.
No, if I keep smoking,
If he keeps,
the world's gonna be
it's only
amazing.
when he quits.
But what if you quit and then just never start back up?
I don't know.
Just
I've
never, because the world revolves around your smoking habits now.
Yeah, I guess.
So just quit and never start again.
Well, here's the thing. When you had
Start.
those 4 cigarettes, did it briefly get better in the world?
No, it didn't.
All
It
right.
didn't.
It
It
actually
didn't.
did.
It did.
It did. Like
Did it?
Cuomo said, we've hit like I don't know, it's getting better at the hospitals and stuff. So maybe keep on smoking.
I don't care right
But it's
now.
getting worse in the South.
I'm gonna bust.
Well, it's getting worse, but they're going to
to
start opening up shit in the South. I think they're opening up Virginia next week. They're opening up hair salons.
Good
They're
luck to
doing it
them.
in Colorado
good luck
too.
with
Yeah,
that.
hair
Yeah.
salons because everyone. That's stupid as shit. Like the lowest thing you really need to worry about is how your hair looks
Right, in this
right now.
But Andy, we're not one for haircuts either, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fair
he's
enough.
got
We're
long
not.
hair.
Exactly. We're not one for haircuts. I don't care if my hair is cut or my.
I know all my clients are still hitting me up like, can you come to my house? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not worth it. It's not
Yeah.
worth it to me.
Luckily, I live with a hairdresser, but I don't really cut my hair, so
I know, but
she
I
keeps
keep
me.
you.
She keeps me
You're
groomed.
and listen, I want you to get back to work as soon as possible.
She keeps
but
me
this is
groomed.
not the kind of thing you need to reopen a state for.
No.
It's because I need
No,
a fucking haircut.
At all.
But apparently, Texas is opening next week, and yo, I'm saying, oh, go ahead, open. I want to see what happens.
I had a
You
friend
know what I
like,
mean?
kind of
Like,
get mad at me
if that's
'cause
what
he's
you guys
like,
want to do,
why don't you come to Manhattan and cut my hair? I'm like, because I don't want to. He's like, well, I'll come over to your place. I'm like, weren't you just talking about how you thought you had coronavirus on Facebook last week? Like,
Yeah, really.
yeah,
no.
suck my dick.
Like, get a fucking shaver. Suck my dick. Get a shaver and
Shave
your
that
head.
Buy a
shit.
buzz
Shave
cut.
that shit.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll last longer.
Do you have
Yeah.
scissors at home? Then cut your fucking
Right,
hair.
like everybody has a shaver.
Frankie
Shave
does.
it.
Frankie
Get a
does.
Flowbee.
I know. They got to bring the Flowbee
I'm
back.
so curious
No, my
about the
hair's great.
flowy.
I just buzzed it
Oh
up.
my God,
Yeah.
you look like a mental patient.
Frankie does a good job.
No,
cutting. Actually,
Frankie
turn
looks
around,
good.
man.
That's my long
Frankie,
hair.
turn around. All right,
liked
he did a
it.
good
I
job.
got it. I did.
Yeah, he did. Once in a while, Frank.
We need to get one of those people who reads the bumps on your head to tell your fortune.
A phrenologist.
Oh my God, I could do that right now, with
That's
Frankie.
bullshit.
It has been debunked
That's
in like
bullshit. So is palm
1935.
reading.
Frankie, I could.
No, do you know what bumps and
we're
palms
living in
are?
stupid
when you're
times,
born.
so let's
There's
get it-
stretch marks.
We're
It's
going back to
bullshit.
phrenology,
It's
people.
bullshit.
Frankie, I can read the bumps on your fucking head.
No, you can't.
Is that a thing?
I can.
Well,
There's a lot.
we can make some
Yeah.
new ones.
Yeah.
I'm writing a sequel. It's going to
It's
be a
called
trilogy.
Braille.
I'm going to fall
Head
on my head a
Braille.
lot more times.
Phrenology. It was a real medical science. Phrenology
Who
was a
gave them
real
the grant?
medical science from the 1800s up until 1920 when it was debunked because people's skulls do not tell their future.
Thank you, Sarah.
Was that also when they
don't.
said,
They
"You look
don't.
sick. You have ghosts in your blood. Maybe do some cocaine about it."
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that the same?
Exactly.
Same kind of.
It's
Exactly.
stupid.
You have too much blood. Let's get rid of some of that.
Western
really.
medicine
Give
has
it to
been
others.
a shit show for a very long time.
And
Yeah, they bury
continues
people
to be in the United States of America.
Buried people alive and shit.
Yeah, the bell.
The bell ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bell
Saved
ringing.
by the Bell.
Oh yeah, that maybe that was.
No, it was called like
No, it's called Saved by the Bell because they used to put a little string inside your coffin.
Yes,
Dead
but that
Ringer.
was
Dead Ringer.
Dead
It's
Ringer.
called Dead
There you go.
Ringer.
Because
I think it was called Saved by the Bell.
that was
Oh,
a
it
TV
was
show
Dead
in the
Ringer.
fucking 80s.
Listen, I love that show. I
the
love
90s,
Zach
whatever
Morris.
show it
but
was.
it's
Zach
also
Morris is
called-
trash.
But I think it was also called Saved by the Bell because when you rang the bell, you were saved because the bell rang and then they came and dug up your
That's
fucking
when they're
dead
a
ass
dead
body.
ringer.
Little
Yes.
bit.
That too. That too.
There was so I was watching some YouTube video about
Frankie, sit down.
I am.
All right. Oh, he's going to get another beer.
And
Where-
I'm smoking a cigarette.
So like there's some costumer and a historian are watching scenes from like movies from the medieval times, and just saying how realistic they are and all this stuff. And I learned something that the term blackmail comes from people who had like really good looking armor, like black armor
Right,
or whatever.
right.
They were considered rich, so you were less likely to kill that person. You wanted to kidnap them, knowing that someone's going to come after them for their money.
Hey, Frankie, Frankie, you're
I'm
ruining the
Saved
flow.
by the Bell.
Sit down.
You're distracting us.
Yeah. I'm trying to listen to Andy's fucking story.
I'm done with that story, but that's where the term
I'm
blackmail
trying to
comes
listen to
from.
Andy's story, and he's talking to Diane over there by fucking.
Well, he's singing Saved by the Bell, and I can't help but to
It's
not sing it.
alright,
Cause I'm saved by the bell. It's alright. Cause I'm saved by the
I
bell.
wake up in the morning and I forgot the rest of the words of the song.
Zach Morris is trash.
And who's the redhead who did that really bad porn movie?
She's like, I'm
really
sorry.
Screech.
Do you remember
No,
when
that was
Screech?
that was Screech. Screech wasn't a redhead.
Do you
but
guys
I
remember
played in a
when?
band with a guy who only watched Saved by the Bell when he was super duper drunk, and he was convinced that Screech's name in the show was actually Schnozzle.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so
should have been
he'd go,
Schnozzle.
"Hey, that Schnozzle was funny today." What are you talking about?
Do you guys remember the episode where Jessie Spano was like on Adderall?
Oh,
And
yeah.
she's like, I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Caffeine pills.
Caffeine pill.
I mean,
Caffeine
AKA
pills.
Adderall.
Same thing.
I'm so scared.
Well, it was Saturday morning television Adderall.
To think about it again too. Another time I quit smoking. The fucking street, but they busted the drain in the street.
Oh
you
my
remember
God,
that?
That was brutal.
They
Oh,
busted
it
the.
took forever to fix
Yeah,
that.
And then they tried to charge you for it.
They tried to charge me for it, so I had to like sit for like for like 3 or 4 days. Every time we got a rainstorm, I had to sit in the basement with
And
a
it
pump
flooded.
and fucking try and pump the water out because our basement kept flooding. And like
And of course, it didn't rain all the time until
they
happened,
broke
and
it.
then-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another time I quit smoking.
You just got to think, and it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Saved by the bell.
If I could walk away from
Saved
you,
by the bell.
if I could walk away from you right now, I totally would.
No. Hey, we should get that collection on CD. We have nothing to do. We're quarantined. Let's look up
I
Saved by
loved
the Bell
it. I
reruns
loved
on
that
CD
show.
collection.
Yeah, Frankie, I'm good. I'm good.
And Jack's like, no, I'm all Saved by the Bell worn out.
And
Yeah.
Tuesdays later was everything.
Yeah. And nobody uses a DVD player anymore, really. We use a DVD player at Lucky 13.
We do.
so.
I have one at home, and I do use it a little bit
Collecting
here.
does.
I have one at home, too, that I'll use occasionally. But we also have our fucking Xbox that we could use it in the Xbox also. Just letting you know, just in case you didn't know.
Cool.
It's a backup.
All right. Anything? I think it's we're going on a fucking close to an hour bullshit here.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Maybe we'll be back next week if me and if I don't make a trip upstate. If we can't find a fucking Airbnb, we'd like to do this maybe again next week.
good. Love to be here.
But yeah, this is our way of getting the fuck out of the apartment.
Talking some shit.
Talking some shit.
And we want to watch some Saved by the Bell repeats.
That's
Yeah.
also like Friends too. Friends is also a really good.
Okay.
I hate Friends, except for Phoebe. I like Phoebe.
Yeah, I like Jennifer
You
Aniston.
would.
Oh, you only
I
liked her
know,
because her
she's a
nipples showed in
wackadoo.
every episode.
Jennifer Aniston was my fucking. I had a
She's
thing
a
for
hottie.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a crush on Elvira and Jennifer Aniston. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, I don't.
You are a combo of both.
Yeah,
I
you
think
are.
you're right because I'm like half surfer girl and half goth chick.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Boom.
The best of both
Hashtag boom.
worlds.
There you go.
Well, sorry we weren't as drunk this time around, but
I'm just
Yeah,
as drunk as I
we
was
will
last time.
be.
I don't know what you
Oh,
guys.
you were? Oh.
Maybe
I
next
had a
week
few
we'll get
beers
wasted
before you
again.
guys got here.
The hard part. That's the hard part about getting wasted though, is the recovery time. Because like.
No, listen. I think that what we do, like, we have to learn how to like be a happy
Oh.
medium. We don't have to get the most wasted. We just have a nice buzz. I
But
think
you know
what's
how it
good-
goes. Once the shots
Never
start
stop.
No,
flowing.
but I know. But like the thing is, I think our audience members, all four of them, our audience members.
hi, Kenny Dugan.
Vince Neal, I know you're listening. They like to do shots with us. So
Well, Matt, I actually spoke to Matt last week.
Yeah.
Last time we did it,
Oh, Matt.
and Matt from fucking Nolan's.
should we do one shot? For
No. We're not this week. Next week.
Next week?
Maybe next week we'll have a drunk podcast. I feel like I'm still recovering from the fucking last
I'm
fucking
already a
shit show.
drunk
You guys actually have listeners?
We do have some.
I mean, all four.
We do.
I
We
don't
have
know.
some.
No, he
It's
said
the
that's a
old
lot.
women on old porn.
Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe a lot more people will listen since they got nothing better to do now.
Yeah.
There's nothing else on the radio.
We have
right
some.
now.
We
No,
do
we're
have
good.
some listeners. We used to do it a little more often. We were a little more
You
consistent
were
about
on
it.
every Wednesday.
Yeah, we used to do it every Wednesday.
And you had a topic like metal news and
Not
stuff.
really. Well,
Oh,
we
no?
used to at the end. We used to do metal news, but we're kind of the Seinfeld of podcast. We don't have fucking agenda.
Okay.
Once in a while, we would have a guest once in a while, but it wasn't like a fucking regular thing. We kind of just come on here and bullshit.
I
You know,
think
It's like-
you know,
it
you need
works
to
this
promote
way.
it and like see who follows, and then like chain reaction.
baby, you're promoting it right now.
There you go.
It works this way. Just
All of my
bullshit.
friends have
Yeah.
have been listening to it. They said we're pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Oh my god, I would love to give a shout out to
Go ahead.
somebody.
Go give a shout out.
Go ahead, girl.
Go ahead.
So also I want to thank my friends who have been saving my life during this quarantine moments, because the fucking texting every day is saving my life, and the hilarity between all of us is amazing. So I'd like to shout out Deidre, Barblin, Paris, Muzam, and Michael George Vasa. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being in my lives and making me laugh on a fucking daily basis from like morning, from the minute I wake up to like the end when I go to sleep. Thank you for looking at my stupid food pictures and actually saying it's cool, because otherwise like who cares about what I eat every night. But thank you guys. I love you guys.
And now they have to
appreciation.
listen for an entire hour of podcast to hear their shout out.
Yeah, they will.
Well
they will.
done.
They will.
They
Shout
will.
out.
Hashtag.
Exactly.
awesome.
You guys
Big
are in it
appreciation,
too.
guys.
Yes. I love
Yeah,
you
no,
guys.
I have to say, there's a couple friends that I've been talking to on a regular basis for the most part, but I don't know, man. Hopefully,
Oh, I forgot Amy and Jamar. You motherfuckers in California.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Quarantining out there.
Don't leave anybody
I'd like to thank God too for this moment.
Praise Jesus.
What is
Praise
this, the
Jesus.
Academy
Praise Jesus.
Awards? I'd like to thank my family and the Academy.
Frankie,
Yeah, I think
Frankie,
I'm
do you
getting
want
an
to thank
award
anybody?
right now.
No.
No, you done?
That's
No, I
right.
really don't.
Sit there and look dour.
No, I don't. Everyone I'd like to thank the dead.
Oh dang.
Oh Jesus, bring it to a fucking
Emo, mad
Yeah,
emo.
we're trying to bring this podcast up. We're trying to bring it up, Frankie. We're trying
I'm
not to
being
talk about
realistic.
shitty things.
If I had someone alive I'd like to thank, I would.
You
but
don't
they're all
like
dead.
anybody that's alive.
No, they're all dead.
Jeff?
Yeah, Frankie, you're my boy. What?
I thank you all the time.
He does. He says thank you too much sometimes.
I
Yeah, he
call
does.
you.
He does say
does.
thank you and sorry.
No, wait, I do have someone to thank.
There we go.
Screech.
Dustin Diamond.
Snozzle.
Yeah.
That'll be all
thank
right.
you for saving it. Guys, you know I love you. Thank you. It's great to hang out with friends. We all know it's bad.
all right.
Just
Fuck
don't binge
Dustin
watch-
Diamond.
Really. Poor Sarah. Just don't binge watch pay
Oh
programming.
yeah, he's an asshole. I heard he has a big penis.
Yeah.
I've heard he has a big penis.
Yeah, but
also.
he abused. He's like, he was a hashtag Me Too before hashtag Me Too happened.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Really?
sure he
You wanna get
sexually
with this
abused
Screech here.
so many people,
Ew,
but
gross.
like his time has passed, so it doesn't even matter
Really?
anymore.
And that was your
Yes.
claim to fame, Screech. It's like, do conventions. What the fuck? You're not going to play Shakespeare. You're not going to play Hamlet in a Shakespeare play.
He did that one
Well,
fighting thing,
who did he
right?
box?
Yeah.
Yeah,
boxed
he
someone.
boxed somebody, and he was supposed to box Bagel Boss guy, but But Bagel Boss guy didn't show up.
I'm a celebrity knockout.
Scared of Screech?
Yeah, Bagel Boss guy didn't show up.
Yeah, because Screech got nothing to lose. He'll bite his nose.
He'll bite
Yeah.
your
He'll go to
ear off.
jail.
He'll do a
Yeah, he don't give a
Like
fuck.
fucking
You know who you don't
Screech.
hear from anymore is Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's so
Silver
funny? I was
Spoon.
wondering what happened to
Somebody
fucking
else
Ricky.
on Amazon.
He
He
was
was
on
on some stuff.
NYPD Blue for a while, but then
Showing his butt.
That's something I think
Yeah.
about. You know that good old Ricky Schroeder?
yeah, what
guy?
happened? How did
Yeah,
Ricky
and he
Schroeder
still
come
looks
out of
the same.
fucking?
Because he's
still
kind of
looks
like
the
Zach
same.
Morris. He's kind of like the Zach Morris character of the '80s, I think. Like
Yeah.
Silver Spoon guy.
It was funny. I was looking up the characters.
Look-alike,
I was
typical
looking up the people on The Sopranos, like what happened to them. Like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Dead.
no,
They all
well,
got
Tony
whacked.
Sopranos. Yeah, well, what's his
That's kinda
name?
sad.
What's his name? Died. Phil Leotardo died last
Really?
year.
That was something that you were talking about last week about liking an unlikable character. Fucking Tony Soprano.
Tony Soprano's a great example.
Oh, he's such a great
Oh,
example.
Anti-hero.
I
Yeah.
wanted him to bone the therapist at the end. I kind of felt bad for him a little bit. Like,
That- they
meanwhile, he's a
never-
fucking cold-blooded murderer, just like I want to be.
One of my-
That's
one of
my
my
goal.
favorite-
Quarantine goal: murder.
They never wrapped that up. He's
Mainly
in love with him.
to
He's
you,
not in love
baby.
with
Yeah,
her.
thanks, baby.
One of my
love
favorite
you.
cold openings for any show ever, of just in general, was there's like this couple and like mom and dad and a kid.
What are you talking about?
The Sopranos.
Oh, okay.
And a black guy steals their SUV,
Okay.
drives off with it, and the guy goes, "Fucking," you know the word.
Yeah,
And the wife goes, "Honey," and he goes, "Well, who else would it be?" And they smash cut to Tony Soprano, like trading that SUV.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's not who you think it is.
Tony
Yeah,
Soprano
right.
lies through his teeth, and I know it's a lie, and he's so good that I actually believe him.
Yeah, well, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, she's so funny. Like they're all. What's funny about those characters? Like all of them, they're
They make
all
the Italians
liars.
look bad.
You know,
They're
like
all
all of them are
bad.
liars, and she believes him sometimes. She's like, yo, didn't he just say he didn't cheat on her? I'm like, baby, you saw in the scene before
Like,
that
he
he was
did.
banging. Yeah,
Like, no, he didn't.
I was baby, and so I said to her, I was like, baby, you know, once this goes further, I'm gonna end up getting a gumad.
That's
You know
when he
what I
calls
mean?
me pretty. He's like, "You're so pretty."
Yeah, well, I
and
was
then
like,
I go to sleep. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Stupid and pretty.
And then I'm like, okay.
and I'm like,
Do you think Sopranos opened the way for Trump?
no, not at all.
Because you're saying that these people are lying, and then sweet, open-hearted people like Diane believe these people on the show.
No, come on.
But
That's been
Diane
going on
didn't
for
vote
years.
for Trump.
That's
I
been
did.
going on for years.
Vote
But
for him
she's
again.
not that
Oh
dumb.
my God.
One thing we don't do
I
is
like
get into
Trump.
politics on here, though, because
We
we
try not
don't.
to.
I like
Yeah,
I'm
Trump.
like weed my
we-
second time.
Vote
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah, we're trying. Frankie's
Vote for fucking Madden.
Frankie's a Trump supporter.
Cool, cool.
Oh
Yes,
my
I am.
God.
Which is really all you need to know.
Yeah. Frankie's a Trump supporter. Some of us on here are not. I
But like real dumb people like Trump, though.
I'm quite intelligent.
Okay.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
I don't say my political shit on here.
Fair enough.
Yes.
All right, so let's vote Trump for Pope.
All right, Frankie. Frankie, you're
You know,
gonna.
if you want to Pope Trump, I'm fine with it.
I'm gonna vote for you, Frankie. You're gonna
No.
be my
Vote for Frankie.
Frankie's my president. Not my president. Frankie is.
No, this is Armageddon. Cats shall inherit the earth.
Okay.
Sopranos only paved the way for good television.
Yes.
Okay.
Like it
Yeah.
did.
They were
That- that
pioneers
is
with
true.
that
They didn't
whole
need
showing
stories.
titties
Like,
on
when-
regular television.
when that came out, like you weren't used to titties and cursing and with no fucking commercials on
Was it
television.
HBO?
Yeah, it was HBO. Not
There
just
were some
Sunday night.
shows before, like
it wasn't just TV.
that had some titties and stuff, but that wasn't that quality.
It had some titties.
Yeah, The
was
Wire
a
was
great
before
show.
that, right? Was The Wire before that?
Yeah,
Wire was
Sopranos
right
was
around
first
it.
before that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Wire
There was
wasn't.
like Sex in the City and then like Sopranos.
No, Sex and the City was after The Sopranos.
really?
Yeah.
There was
No,
the Larry
before.
Sanders show was good.
Larry
but-
Sanders show
But
was
where their
good.
titties though.
Six
Yeah.
feet, 6 feet under.
Occasionally.
6
That
feet
show
under.
6 feet under came out around the same
Oz.
time as The Sopranos.
But that
No
was like
titties.
the,
There
was no
that was
titties.
right there. But The Sopranos really was like the
There was
the,
not
the,
a
the
no titties.
benchmark.
Oz,
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Dick
oh,
Wolf,
TV
Oz.
could be awesome.
Oz was before Sopranos.
It paved the way. Now, like movies aren't as good as like if a movie's 3 hours long, I won't watch it. But if like I'll sit there for 8 hours and watch a fucking
Isn't that
TV
weird?
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have the option to break. It's like don't tell me what to do for 3 hours, but I'll sit there and watch an 8-hour series.
Yes. Yeah. So, but whatever. It paved the way for a lot of good fucking television.
It really
It did. The Wire. I think The Wire was after The Sopranos, wasn't
No,
it?
before.
I never watched The Wire. Should I watch it?
I don't want
The
to
Wire
say either
was a
way
fucking
because I'm
great
sure
show.
we'll get.
I tried. I'll be honest with you. I tried to start The Wire.
You got to
and
watch the first 5 episodes.
I did. I watched the first
a good
4,
show.
and I
5 is a
couldn't.
lot.
I couldn't. I was
I
like,
get
I'm
it.
bored. Like these people are cool, but like, why do I relate to them? I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
I know a couple of years ago I watched it. When I first started watching it, I couldn't get into it. I shut it off, and then I tried again, and I gave it a
Couple
good
more episodes.
Yeah, I gave it a couple more episodes, and it totally sucked me in. And then I was like fucking hooked, you
It
know.
gets
But
better. It
Yeah.
gets better. The first season is.
I was like that with Breaking
Second
Bad because
season,
Breaking
you're
Bad
like,
had
oh my
that
God,
everyone in
Breaking
the
Bad.
world telling me it's the best show in the world.
It is.
And
No.
the first 3 or 4 episodes, I'm just like,
Suck.
eh.
Suck.
No.
The
Oh my
second
god! But
season-
after that,
And then it was like halfway through the first season,
Dragged
all of a
in.
sudden it just clicked. I'm like, okay, yeah,
You
get it.
yeah, all right.
oh,
I
yeah.
think
What about
I got it.
Ozark?
I
Did
think
you
I
watch
felt
Ozark yet?
Still
so
haven't
bad.
watched it.
You gotta watch
We just
Ozark,
haven't
too.
watched
There's
the
this-
series.
These shows that people are recommending. There's so many. Everyone's
to watch them,
Just watch 000. It's like basically Ozark and Narcos.
but don't watch
People
them.
keep throwing shows at me, and I love it. I love that people are recommending things. They say like the things you do in the dark, that vampire show, and like
Which one? There's so
Ozark.
many
and-
Things You Do in the
funny
Dark, the
shows.
movie is so good.
Yeah. And then
The
they
show
have
is
their
supposed to be
own
great. I haven't
show.
seen it
I
yet.
want to see
I haven't
it.
seen
It's supposed to be
And then
really
all
good.
these
Have you seen the
other
movie?
fucking
I haven't
things.
seen it. No.
I don't think he would get it.
Recommended.
He's not like a nerdy guy.
Next time we
Altered
get together,
States.
at least watch the movie. The movie.
All right.
We have it.
Oh, you know what I started watching is
I
Silicon
was-
Valley.
Oh, you like that?
I just started it. I
What
literally
is it?
just started it the other day. Silicon Valley.
Baby,
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
have
a good
to watch
show.
In the Dark with me. What we do in
watched
the
some of
shadows.
that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's so good, but I don't know if you get that humor though. It's like vampire nerdy fucking.
No,
But-
it's good.
Oh, no,
It's so
it's,
good.
they
It's
do
so
it
good.
right. They
See, I
do it
like
right.
I like Eastbound and Down humor.
like
You'll like it.
Farts.
You'll,
Yeah.
you'll like it a lot.
burping.
I guarantee.
You won't, like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like
You
it.
watched Eastbound and Down, yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I love
Eastbound
it.
and Down.
Oh, it's a one man show.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Vice Principals was
a-
a great.
Yeah.
We'll try to watch.
I
I
let's
keep
try to
expecting
watch-
that guy to not be funny. It's like,
Oh, he's awesome.
But he does the same thing for every character.
He does,
and
but-
it's still good.
The Gemstones, what is it? The
Oh, I like the Almighty Gemstone.
Almighty Gemstones. That was really good.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that was his new one.
But what do you think of Silicon
Oh, yeah,
Valley
you
so
can
far?
try to-
I just started. I literally just started
Since
it
you
the
love
other day.
religious spoofs, you would like the Mighty Gemstones.
Okay.
And
But
it's
I've
fucking.
already seen it.
And it's what's his name?
Well, we
Maybe
split. We
we
go
watch
into
it.
other
We
rooms
watch it.
once in a
It's
while.
fun. True.
And it's Kenny Powers also.
All right.
What's his name?
Yes, it is. Kenny
Danny
Powers.
McBride.
Danny
Right.
McBride.
Danny McBride.
Yeah,
Danny McBride is good in that show.
he's a douche in that show too. Like
He would play a great evangelist preacher.
That's what
What-
he
that's
does.
what he does.
in
That's what he
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, all right. I'm just.
yeah, yeah, it's great.
I
You
suppose
thought
that's
it was
why.
original.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
I,
All right, we're gonna sign off.
yeah.
Thank you everybody for listening. If you're listening, and we'll be back next week.
Okay.
All right,
We'll
Love
be
you all.
back.
Later.
Everyone be safe and be nice and
Yes.
don't be a jerk.
later.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Don't throw your
Bye.
gloves in on the floor. Throw them in the fucking garbage can.
Yeah,
for
don't throw your
Christ's
gloves on the
Come
fucking
on.
street. That's
Come
fucking
on.
stupid.
sake. And also, like, if you're in a car, you don't need a mask and gloves. It's like putting a condom on when you're masturbating. Fuck off.
Thank
Get
you.
a
That's a-
fucking life.
Wait, you won't get
Fucking
pregnant.
idiot.
Your hand will not get pregnant that way.
All right, good night, Frankie.